Okay, this question is similar to the last question in the fact that you're basically just trying to find relationships between different formulas, different sets and comparisons between sine, arctan. So how do they relate to each other? If you look through your formulas, there is something that says sine this. So the easiest way to try and solve this question is we seem to have two different angles here. And so it really looks like two different triangles. So if you make the triangles, you can see how they relate. Okay, so we've got arcsine 3 over 5. So 3 over 5 should be two different lengths somewhere on this triangle. So we have sine 3 over 5. We know that sine equals
Opposite.
Over hypotenuse. Then this needs to be 3. This needs to be 5. And you can tell by looking at it or by doing simple calculations that since the Pythagorean theorem says this is 3, this is 5, this with 4. So again, it's just c squared equals a squared plus b squared, where c is the
Hypotenuse.
hypotenuse. I'm going to do the same thing for this angle, for this triangle here. Okay, since we've got reduced sine here, arc sine here, to get these numbers, these two lines of the triangle, we've got tan here. We know that tan 5 over 12. Okay, tan is equal to, we know that tan equals opposite over adjacent. So this is your angle here. Okay, opposite will be 5. Adjacent 12. Again, if you do your c squared equals a squared plus b squared, find out that the hypotenuse here is 13. Okay, so from here, all basically I have to do is just do some substitution, bring in the numbers. So we've got sine of this angle. This is the angle here, so no sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is 5. We have cos of this angle. We know that cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So 12 over 13. And again, it's cos of this angle. So that's adjacent over hypotenuse again. Multiplied by sine of this angle. And sine again, opposite hypotenuse. Okay. So from here, you just do your basic multiplying of fractions. So 86 over 65 plus 20 over 65. Since it's a common denominator, add them together, you get 56 over 65. Okay, so it's just a review. You want to get rid of the arcsine, arctan, to make something that's more simplified. So you have sine of this angle plus this angle. Just a nice relationship between sine and cos, just based on your notes and what we have in relationships. So from these two, we can create these two triangles based on the information we have, again, with sine and tan. And once we have three different sides of the triangles based on the Pythagorean theorem, again, c squared equals a squared plus b squared, you can just take this information, substitute it back in. So again, sine of the angle, cos of the angle, found from the triangles, and then just factor out the numbers, and you get 56 over 65. So, which equals to sine, arc sine through 5 plus arc tan over 12. And that's your answer.